as well. Look at that. Typical great. Here comes playing. Oh, my word. Absolutely magnificent. Payet. Reed. He rose so high. Touched the sky. 2-1 down. 3-2 up. It's meant to be. It's surely meant to be. It's
Be a long night. Paquetá, he's played it through, and Bowen's in. It's up for grabs now. He's done it.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Night Takeaway. Hope everyone's enjoyed the rest of the day. Obviously, for Hammers fans, it's been pretty good indeed. We hopefully have some other people joining in. As we know, it's one of those. So we'll see. He was here and he disappeared off. So hopefully he'll be back in again. Anthony was trying to get himself on, but no doubt the 50 pence in the meat is broken so far. Good evening to James. Yep, I've sent you a link, mate. So hopefully at some point you can come in and join in and be with us. Bear with me, just reporting to someone. Brendan saying evening, Taunton panel and chatters. Good evening to yourself, mate. Good evening, Michael. Good evening, all. Evening, Matty. How we doing? Big up Brendan Tony in the panel. Good evening, all. Ravi saying, big up, man. What a win for West Ham it was indeed. Let me just bring this man in. Anthony, how are you, matey?
I'm not too bad, Ton. I logged online. I thought to myself, poor old Ton, he's a fucking loner, eh?
The usual stuff, man. The usual stuff.
Usual stuff.
It's fuzzy hiding under the bed. He's making his way back, so hopefully he'll go on there. Bear with me. I've just got this poxy.
Oh, hang on, Ton. Let me lower my telly down. Sorry, I'll mute it for.
No worries, mate. Let me just do the cat as well, way. How did Fuzzy's day go? Yeah, he enjoyed it. They obviously won 3-0. So he's very happy that they slapped up Spenny Moore. So, he's commented to me, Anthony, already how the day went. He seemed to enjoy himself.
Yeah.
Tell Jose, so you beat United 2-2. Of course, man. Of course. We'll take that. You know full well. If you want to come in, Jose, just let me know on that. I'll drop the link to you. I wasn't too sure if you was going to be busy with other Spurs channels. Hi, Matt F. Troj, good evening to yourself as well. Good evening. Troj, how they're saying there. Good evening to Ravi as well. Ego Arsenal fan is on a madness saying that drawing against champions Liverpool is something to be proud of. Very good comeback. Anthony?
No. Don't get me wrong. I did predict a draw, and I'm glad. Obviously, I'm glad we drew. But I'll be honest with you, that first half was absolutely crap. It was rubbish. We wasn't in the game at all. And if anybody says we were, then you got to go. You got to get Specsavers, get your eyes tested, because we were that poor. It was only the reason why we scored that second goal was pot luck with Marino being in the right place to, do that literally the diving header he did to score the goal. So but I mean, it was a bit stupid of the red card descending off because he sort of lunged in, and if you notice, I think he come out with his foot as well, didn't he? He extended his foot out as well in that tackle. So he didn't really need to do that to get himself sent off. So obviously that's him. He's out of the Newcastle game, the West Ham game, and most probably the first game of the season now. From next season, because it's free with a red card, isn't it? 3 games.
Yeah, 3 games.
So,
yeah, 3 games. Let's bring this man in as well. We've got the chance to. Good evening, sir. How are we, Aaron?
How we doing?
All good, mate. All good.
Hell, not you. Jesus Christ. Is that unit?
No. It's
No,
still,
oh, for
you're not
fuck's
big.
sake. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Right, I'm off now, Tom. Have a nice show. All right, don't let that unit distract you, all right?
Is that from the same place you got your Christmas tree? Is it?
No. It is that place is
It was-
worse. That place is much worse.
Nah, do you know what? I'm glad you said that, Tone, because I actually don't think it is, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, that ain't finished yet, but your Christmas tree was finished. That was an absolute shambles of an effort, that Christmas tree. Santa would be
I got the
absolutely
Christmas tree.
disgraced, Anthony, mate.
got
Absolutely
the-
disgraced.
I got the Christmas tree out from the loft, and I put it down on the sofa. It was in the box still, and I put it down on the sofa. And my missus, for some particular reason, she sat on it. So you
The
could take
missus
which way you want to. You
Yeah,
take that which way you want.
That is the weakest
obviously
form of excuse. You're worse than Top Gooners, you are, blaming the missus, Anthony. Absolute shame.
No, I'm
For
joking. I
crying
better
out
pop
loud.
down because she can fucking hear me. Actually, she's only
Yeah.
the next.
Give it 5 seconds, just soon hear the calls now. Aaron, while you're here, I'm just going to put this
Yeah,
chat
man.
back up what Ravi said. Think of a bit on this one. Ravi saying, Egal Arsenal fan is on a madness saying that drawing against the champions Liverpool is something to be proud of a very good comeback.
Yeah, no good. It's. I'm sorry, Tone. Just to quickly say that fans like Egal are the common denominator, along with Mikel Arteta, as the biggest problem amongst this Arsenal current regime, setup, whatever you want to call it. As long as fans like that have a huge voice and say in Arsenal YouTube, in the stadium, wherever, Arsenal Football Club will not win trophies because they accept mediocrity. Do you really think Liverpool cared about that? They were 2-0 up at half time. Do you really think they come out and went, oh, damn. Oh, we drew 2-2. They went, who cares? Who cares? They'd already showed their point, didn't they?
Yeah, job's done.
He
mate.
was the one. Job's done.
Job's done.
You know, it's embarrassing, really, from an Arsenal point of perspective.
Yeah,
I called that excuse. I called it very, very early on. That's what they'll say. Arsenal Football Club would have been best served losing that 2-0 rather than drawing 2-2 because it just gives everyone that little bit of hope. But we didn't lose to the champions twice in a row. You're 15 points behind. Wake up.
that's what your manager's going to say. Let me just catch up with the people in the chat
Yeah.
as always. Lawrence, good evening from Lexington, Kentucky. Cohen, you eyes. How are you doing, Lawrence? Good to see you. Yeah, Aldershot Town. So Fuzzy would be very happy. Good, but not half of the crankies, Trosh. Even words and pictures, evening Tony and everyone. I know you get the old ones, will indeed. Great Sunday, mates. Yes, great Sunday for West Ham. Surprising in certain respects because obviously the team that Potter put out, and I don't know if you two have seen the lineup. It was a case of like, my God, he's gone with Guido Rodriguez. You know, he was expecting Fulkrug to start, maybe Kiel Herme, but he literally the old guy, but he chucked in this Rodriguez that's obviously on his way out. He ain't going to be signing for us. And I'm not saying that we had apple pie, but Potter surprised all of us.
Yeah.
Evening, Harry.
I think, to be honest with you, Tim, I called it earlier, and do you know what? It makes me think. With this Man United manager, why is he in a job so long? It's because of Europe. The games and the games he's been winning and getting to that Europa League final. I think personally, this is just my opinion, mind. I think this is the reason why he is in a job longer than what he is. Because when you look at his win ratio record, fucking hell, he's shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so shit. It's unreal. But it's true. Look, I mean, I was asking Arsenal fans as well. I said to them, I said, who's had the better season? I mean, you look at now the top five, and there's fighting, for the top four or whatever. You look at the points. I mean, we got Newcastle next. We're 2 points. I think is it 2 points behind Newcastle?
No, we're in front. We're in front.
You're in front of
Sorry,
them.
no, they're behind us. They're 2 points behind us, or something like that. Something like that, anyway. But if they beat us, they go second. They literally, I think they go second in a point above us. I think. But it's like what I said. Yeah, then you got Man City on the points that they on if they win.
Best opportunity was yesterday, wasn't it? Best opportunity Man City had to kind of draw level with you guys in there and royally F that up.
Can I summarise just quickly what Anthony was saying there?
Yeah, of course you can.
listen to how ridiculous this is, because I said this on my show earlier, right? On match day 36, even though Champions League and England have given England an extra space, so that's 5 Champions League spaces, on match day 36, Arsenal are still not guaranteed Champions League football, even with an extra space. That's mathematically factual. We still could finish outside the top 5 on match day 36. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It says everything you need to know about Mikel Arteta, Arsenal, and where they're heading underneath this manager. Mad.
But I'll be honest with you, Aaron. I'm watching Everton on Sky Sports, Everton all through the years, and it's Gary Neville doing his thing with Duncan Ferguson. And
Yeah,
I'm watching
I've got it
Mikel
on.
Arteta when he was playing. You got it on. And do
Yeah.
you hear what he said about Arteta, Duncan Ferguson? He said,
Yeah.
God, blimey, he said, what a bloody player he was. He said he was arrogant, and we thought, well, we already fucking knew that. And the other thing was as well, he said he had a bit of he was a bit, angry. He said he said when he got angry, he was very angry. He said, but you stepped away from him, and he actually said that to Gary Neville.
Really?
Yeah, he was saying it to Gary Neville.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Dark arts.
Dark arts. Told you. The dark arts, as I say. Told you this. Michael Blees is saying biggest thing to come out of that Paul game was the amount of booing Trent Alexander-Arnold got. Yeah, just says it all. But the player's got to better himself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Matt saying, listen, the last 10 minutes of the Liverpool versus Arsenal on Radio 1. Sorry, I thought Liverpool were going to nick it late. Sounds like it was one of those games, wasn't it? But as you said, Aaron, Championship's already won. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who really cares at this stage in a say like each other? Troy's saying, did Man United catch the disease from us? Well, yeah, it was shocking. I mean, okay, they've got a cup competition coming up, but it was amazing how much room, even with some of the first teamers in there, that they gave us on that pitch at Old Trafford. And their passing was shocking, absolutely dire. And even when they brought an old Slabhead, I think he was the only one that actually tried out the whole lot of them. And then he came on later on in the game and he actually tried something. They're saying like you, Aaron, as well. Harry's saying, Tone Anthony, I thought I saw a whip it in the back of a Suzuki carry van in the car park. A Suzuki carry van.
Harry, you lucky sod. If you seen that, you're a very lucky man.
What was it called? It was what was a Bedford? A Bedford Rascal, I think it was
Bedford,
called.
yeah.
Saw one of them the other was it yesterday? It was a luminous green motor caravan thing.
And that was Aaron. That was Aaron in his workmobile. Yeah.
No, it weren't.
Take your work with you, he says. Hello to each other there. Lawrence has said, I think I've heard a fire alarm. They're not going to let that go down on you, mate, that's for sure. That's not going to go old.
No.
They sound like Jose as always. Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Try to get in the missus that they'd have for about 5 years, and
Yeah. True.
I think fun if you two been in the chat now, kind of thing. Anthony has the same conversation now, and I think you two need to do a show on that part. Dealing with that.
Oh, what, on our private lives?
No, you the men solving all the women's problems that you two got to do.
Oh, the men solving all the women. Oh, fucking hell. I think I am a problem solver at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think I am. Yeah. I think people should be fucking paying me.
This is why we work though, Anthony, because towards women, I'm a problem creator and you can solve the problem. We're like Watson Holmes, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We can have our own show, innit? Yeah. It's all fucked under the hammer. Yeah, on the day side, but
well, look, Aaron, you've just kind of whipped me appetite and kind of creating a thumbnail now for you two and that. Which one of you wants to play Holmes and who's going to play Watson? Because that way I can do the stream based on who's going to be you.
Yeah. I mean, let Anthony be Holmes. He takes the lead, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's numero uno. I'll just play the evil little sidekick. You know what I mean?
Moriarty. You're going to be Moriarty then? Yeah, I get it.
I can do that.
Well done, Hot Fuzz 44. Holmes. Holy shit, my voice is fucked.
We don't want to know about that, Fuzz. What has he been up to? I thought he was at Wembley watching the game today. If he's that's And he goes on about Tony over Croatia. Come on, let's be honest.
And also even to Steve Bill, because he's there as well on the way on the train coming home. What a day! 3-0 order shot. We win at the Manx. Palace win. Happy days. Can't be even better, can it? And of course, good evening to Mama Flossie. Evening, Ton, Anthony, and Aaron. Yeah, George, we're looking down from a lofty height now. Yeah, all Hammers fans got nosebleeds now because we're sitting in 15th. Who would know? Who knew? Ravi's saying, lads, you heard about Robbie from AFTV moaning about what teams make Europe from what Wenger said? Oh,
yes.
I need to shut his mouth.
I don't know, Tone. I had my opinion. It was like, why not? You know, I get it. And then after a while, I thought to myself, well, hang on. I thought, you know, going into that final, the Europa League, if you win it and then you go into the Champions League, yeah, fine. But with that format they now got in the Champions League, there's no dipping out to go into the Europa. And I thought to myself, and this was this morning, I thought that. I thought, well, where's the fairness in that then? If it's all right for one, why can't the other one dip out and go into Europa League? You know? So when you look at it that way,
different light, yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's a bit. It switches it, like, you know, it switches it like to 50-50, whether you agree with that decision or not.
Would you take that, Aaron?
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I've stopped watching Robbie, AFTV, all of that a little while ago. So I can't pretend to know what you're talking about there. I generally don't know. I don't listen to the man because it only breeds more frustration, and I'm already very, very, very frustrated Arsenal man. I stay away from that channel. I stay away from certain YouTube content creators because I believe they're a virus to this football club. So yeah, I'm really sorry, Ravi. I wish I could give you a little bit more insight, but I genuinely don't know there, my friend.
Worst part about it, as you said, they're on the bloody payroll as well. That's what makes it even worse for you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. As soon as you start getting your media pass and things like that, you automatically become a part of that club. And that means if you say something that goes against the grain, you don't get your media pass. So what would you naturally do? You'd say something that goes with the grain to get your media pass.
True. Well, Aaron, do you know what? It's like next season when we're on air. Yeah, I got to speak kind of about West Ham now. I got to watch my P's and Q's because we've been on with Tom. I'm now on the payroll, you see. So you know, is
I've already sent him the you know, the old transfers you used to put on your body and rub on you kind of thing. That he's already got the Hammers one to put on his backside.
So yeah.
But going back to what you're saying on that, Anthony, it does seem a little bit unfair, but I suppose this is what UEFA want.
Yeah, it's obviously because of that money. It's all money orientated. I get it from that point of view, but I sort of believe in a sort of like fairness as well. But it's only because what Arsene Wenger said. He doesn't agree with the teams that when they win the Europa League, they should stay in the Europa League. They shouldn't go into the Champions League. That's what it is really. But I can see a little bit. You know, do you know what I mean? I see a 50%. I do agree with that.
Is that a bit appeal from him though? Because also, Arsenal, do you think it could be that comment as well?
Yeah, I think that's what it is with that comment as well. But I mean, what's your opinions on it, Tom? I mean, are you all for it? I mean, I was first of all, but then when I actually sort of like took it in a little bit more, I thought to myself, hang on, Wenger does have a little bit of a point here. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose when they decided to do this new Champions League format,
yeah,
everyone's not thinking about the last part. You're just thinking about what the competition is at the time. You know, playing off each other, point system, but you don't realise come the end of the thing what it kind of pertains to. So when you think about this now, that you could finish there, but you can't get into that competition, but you should be able to go into the other one. I get that. I mean, because at the end of the day, especially when you've had a hard season and you've got that far, then you deserve to at least be promoted because of that reason alone. But if you're not kind of getting over that hurdle, but there's a back door, then yeah, it's wrong on all levels.
Well, is that what it's about, that comment? Not falling down into the Champions League like it used to be. I'm assuming the Wenger comment now, if I'm putting it right, is the Atletico Madrid. Is that what you're saying? When Atletico
It's
Madrid
basically
came down
It's
from the Champions
what
League
you're
and then
saying
beat
is
us in the semi-final?
if you finish like in the Europa Conference, or you obviously your chance to go straight into the Champions League. And the way he's saying it is you should actually merit actually going into the Champions League rather than through the back door.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But at the same point, I mean,
But then you look like the Champions League years ago used to be just for the champions of England. So there's always
There you go.
the biggest backdoor now is finishing second, third, fourth, and fifth.
there you go, Aaron.
So,
And that just
yeah.
that's the other side of it. Is a case of the competition's changed.
Yeah.
But no, I can understand Wenger's kind of, and the funny part about it, he's actually on the board to decide all this. So
Yeah.
he's the one that's coming out with it. So
Yeah.
no man. Dear, great result for Mama with Newcastle. We've already said that before, and they're saying like each other, which is always
Big
great.
up, Mum.
You saying Jose, if the Aussie win the cup, will he still be out the door? And this is the thing I've said already. I think Ange, if he wins it, I think he'll do that usual. I proved you in 2 years. I've won a competition, and he's gone. But you saying on the other day, wouldn't you, Anthony? I think you said he goes anyway.
Yeah. I think he does. Yeah, it's I just don't get. I mean, this is the worst. I mean, one of the worst Tottenham teams that I've seen. But in all fairness, you've got to put it the same as Man United. Obviously they're in the final Europa League. Whoever wins that, they get a European trophy, and then they go straight into the Champions League. So obviously, you think of it, they've got money for that, all the revenue for winning the Europa League, and then they get that extra bit of revenue on top going into the Champions League. So do you know what I mean? I don't sometimes I don't agree with it, because you look at it. If Arsenal had that season now, yeah, and we won a trophy, a European trophy, fucking, I'll be happy. I know it means shit, but listen, if you're going to do that, what does second, third, and fourth and fifth spot mean? It don't mean anything.
Yeah,
does it really? In one way.
And this is the thing. I mean, when you if they finish where they are, and they do win their competition, they're 17th in the table, and yet they're going to be in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And seeded as well.
And seeded, yes, that's
and an opportunity next year to win another trophy in the Super Cup.
Yeah,
that's madness. They could be top seed and have 2 trophies in the next 5 months and finish in 17th. But Arsenal fans like the fact that we've got second place again, possibly, maybe. We'll finish third. Newcastle will finish above us.
And then I hear Arsenal fans saying, like, not being funny, Tim, but I say this, and I hear Arsenal fans saying, well, wouldn't Man United and West Ham and Tottenham and all that, wouldn't they kill to be in Arsenal's place now? And then what we've just been talking about. Do you know what I mean? It's funny that way.
Yeah, Newcastle will finish second. They will. So they'll finish second. Also, I'm thinking, oh yeah, will we beat Newcastle? I don't even think we'll beat Southampton away. Man City. I don't even think we'll beat Southampton away, let alone Newcastle.
Well, put it this way: we play Southampton, and at that point, there's already relegated, and they drew with us, and they've got nothing to fight for. I mean, they can just go out for shits and giggles at the end of the day, mate, and literally enjoy himself. And you're going to be trying to bang on that goal, and if they defend it, for one, Ramsdale's going to be larking his bollocks off at you. But they've got nothing to worry about. I mean, the same with us. We go to Ipswich for the last game. That is going to be exactly the same thing for us as well.
Well, you got Forest next week. You got to do us a favour, Tom. You got Forest, so I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. Hence, next week, West Ham versus Nottingham Forest. Could it be Tont versus Yeti? We don't know. We don't know.
Well, I've got my pipe and slippers ready. I'm ready to go. So don't worry about that. I'm good to go. Good evening to Arsenal Manic as well, and it's good to see everyone say hello to each other. Fuzzy's, nice match for you to 10. Lawrence is saying. Steve's really got a foot woken. So have you missed him, Fuzzy? Tough. You've missed him. Oh, Fuzzy's just left at Clapham. So what Fuzzy was on? He's in the later coach. But they're saying hello to each other. And Michael's saying Arsenal will never be champions. They draw too many games. That's what's cost you this season as well, Aaron. I think you've said this on one of your shows before.
14 now. 14 draws.
14,
By the
wow.
way, at this same stage, match day 36, that's one more than the previous 2 seasons combined.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth noting that there isn't a metric when you look at wins, draws, losses, goals for, goals against, goal difference, and then points behind first. There isn't a single metric in the last 2 seasons to this season where we've actually progressed. Not one. Not a single one. I do it every single week from match day to match day. Not a single one. But we're progressing under this manager, apparently. We're regressing heavily in every single metric. It's facts. It's from PremierLeague.com. Worrying. Very, very, very worrying.
Progressive. Well,
It's very worrying.
that sounds like it's another show for you, mate. Sharky says, good evening, all. Hello, mate. What if I said the tubes are just a mosh pit? Not surprised, mate. They're never good in the first place. Revy's asking a question to us. Lads, how long can you persist with makeshift without addressing real issues that you need? Let's put it this way, Revy, and I think we can address the other two here. We can paper over the cracks. We can polyfiller it. We can do what we want. UHU glue. But we know at the end of the day, and the cracks are there, still behind the scenes, and they ain't fucking changing. For us, until we get a new owner, we ain't going to see anything progress in their respects. And for Arsenal, I think they know full well they need a new fucking manager. Simple as.
Simple as. Yeah. I just think this owner is basically, I think what it is for next season with Arsenal fans, like obviously like me and like Aaron, that I think we're going to be looking to see what see what Berta does and see if he can actually correct most of this mess that we've got. It's not. I don't know whether it's a major. It is a mess. I'm not going to lie, but I just feel now that the Mikel Arteta has taken us where he can get us. Maybe he's built the foundations for us, Aaron. But we need that another match. It's like a build when you build an extension. Mikel Arteta has most probably built the foundations, but the manager we need in now is to complete the actual build to go on and do better things. That's the only way to describe it in one way.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Do you believe this thing that apparently the Conkeys are giving Berta £200 million to spend?
He needs more than that, doesn't he? And he does need more than that. 200 million. When you deep it, and I haven't got long, I do have to shoot in a second. So apologies, Ant, for jumping in there, bud. We need a backup goalkeeper because I've got Norbert Neto on loan, so we need a backup goalkeeper. We've got Kieran Tierney and Zinchenko will leave in the summer, so we'll need a left back. We haven't signed a right-sided centre back since Bill Saliba got injured 2 years ago. That coincided with us bottling the league. There's 3. We haven't got a left 8. That's 4 because Mikel Merino ain't it. Trust me, he ain't it. We need a central defensive midfielder anyway. Partey's leaving and Jorginho are leaving, so let's just replace both of them with one player. That's 6. We need a right-sided winger. That's 7. We need a left winger. That's 8. We know we need a left winger because under Martinelli's best season under Arteta, he tried signing Mudryk for 90 million. We need another number 10. We need a striker, and we probably need a backup striker. Look at the business we've got to do. We need to get rid of about 8 players. We need to sign 9, and we need to renew 5 contracts. Come on, man. Come on, and people tell me I'm in a rebuild. What are we doing here, Tone?
But I'll go back to this comment that Arsenal Manic says, which literally kind of sums up what you just said there by this. Arteta redeemed himself.
Yeah, he did.
Unfortunately, used to, and that I've got, as you know full well, Arsenal are the gift that keeps on giving sometimes, and unfortunately, it's more this manager that does it. That's the thing. George says, obviously, at least you finished above Man City. That's one good thing. Well, at the moment, we that's debatable still. 2 games to go. Words and pictures for. I thought Arsenal fans believe in finishing 4th was a trophy. My bad. I'm only playing, obviously. And usual's coming with congratulations, Arsenal, on winning the 2-2 draw cup this season. Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
But we won but hang on, everybody's forgetting, right? I'm going to sound like you go it, but Aaron, we won the Emirates Cup this season, mate. Yes.
People are forgetting as well. We got 2 quarter-final cups and all. In we lost and got embarrassed by Newcastle. Okay, we lost to PSG and got embarrassed again, but we did beat Crystal Palace in the quarter-final in the Carabao Cup, and we did beat Real Madrid. So that's 2 trophies. And we
That's
might
two-
get a three-peat and finish in second 3 times in a row as well. So,
That's
I mean, I
right.
don't know why people want Arteta out. What a successful season.
What a
Jesus,
surprise!
man.
And that trophy cabinet, fuck me, is full to the brim. So
I know. The expansion on the Emirates ain't for the seats; it's for the trophy cabinet. Of course,
it's for the trophy. That's right. That's right.
For the extra pieces. Arsenal Next says once Arteta signs 10 players in the next few weeks, we're doing the quad. Jesus, we'll still Mourinho for the job. We'll have a good side of it still. Good evening to Damien as well. Can't talk a second after doing the double over Man United. That's it, all forgiven there. Damien saying towards Man United, oh shit, it was bad. Yeah, big ups to DJ Crane as well. Big ups, Tony, Tone, Ant Man, oi, Aaron. Yeah, what a geezer.
Oh, yeah, to you, brother.
Yeah, DJ Crane.
I love DJ Crane, man. He's a proper one.
Harry Anthony is much older. Ron. I was going to say Aaron and Anthony are pollinators. One creates a problem, the other terminates it.
Teammate.
Big up, Fuzzy. Can't believe West End did that to you. Oh, yeah. Good evening, Mandy. Hope you're well. Good to see you and all. Hi, everyone. Fantastic win today. But can anyone understand taking off Kudus and Bowen, then bringing on full group? Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one. I don't know. Maybe Potter's thinking like, this is the day to bring out everyone because we put out the team where we're getting rid of 4 players apart from Fabianski. He put the 3 that's actually going to be leaving. So work that one out.
Yeah, but it worked there too, just for that
It
game.
did, yeah, I can't knock it, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know Jose said it was like their B team, but even still, man, like, it's Man United. You expect them to be better, but they were shocking. They were literally shocking.
It makes me thinking that final was fucking Tottenham going to win it. I need that.
And come on,
I can't have it.
Well, and I'm glad Aaron's because that's that's the question I'm asking him next. Because before Aaron goes, I've got to get his opinion before he goes. But
come on then, Tone.
I mean, I do say we gritted. Look, I'm not kind of got a smile on my face now. I'm smiling because you're smiling, mate. But I am literally through gritted teeth. If they win that competition, we're never going to hit it, and full well it's going to be forever. North London is white. How do you two feel about the possibility of that actually happening?
Well, they can only win it on one condition: if they take that North London song forever and fucking sing it at their ground, because I don't want it. That's
let them have it.
Is that fair enough, Aaron?
Yes, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. The thing is with that final, because I do have to shoot. Thing is with that final is I would actually rather Manchester. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'd rather Manchester United win it purely because I've grown up all my life with watching Manchester United win trophies. Phenomenal Manchester United teams win trophies, and even recently, the worst ever Manchester United team I've ever seen in my life regularly win trophies. I'm used to them somehow stinking it out and doing it. What I'm not used to is seeing Spurs win it. So, yeah, I mean, Manchester United, I mean, I don't want any of you two to win it. Let the game be abandoned indefinitely. That'd be the dream. But if there's a digital gun to my head, please, just don't let it be Tottenham. Don't let it be Tottenham. But I do have to go. But Tone,
Aaron,
thank you very, very much.
You're
It's
welcome,
an absolute honour that you text me and allowed me to come on your platform, man. It's a fantastic channel you've got going here. A fantastic show this Sunday one. Fantastic guests that you have on, and I'm really, really grateful to be a part of it, even if for a small time I do have to go. But
hey, look, no,
hopefully I'll be on again very soon.
100%. And as you know, well, before you go, mate, just want to say that well done for getting the where you are, and that the work effort does pay off. And you put in the work rate. I'm just wondering if you have actually got a job, or you just, I don't know, mate, because it seems like 7:45 in the morning. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, like,
I'll be there tomorrow.
My work side, mate. So
he's doing
tapping and listening to you and work at the same time. Otherwise, I would.
I've been juggling. I've been juggling it all. Do you know what I mean? Just trying to do my thing. Talk about the club that I love with fantastic guests. I've had you on, Tone. I've had Anthony on. I was very very happy that Ant said yes and he come on and we had a little chat recently, and hopefully I can get both of you on again in some capacity soon. And I'd love to be invited on again here on this platform on your Sunday show whenever you see fit, Tone. If I can.
Yeah.
And big up to Yeti as well, as he's just got
Absolutely.
Oh, of course, shit.
Gentlemen.
Oh, hello, yeah. You right, mate? Yeah.
Enjoy the rest
Just
of
one more
Sunday,
thing
everyone.
before
Go on,
you
mate.
go. Are you sat on a bar stool?
Yes, a very uncomfortable, squeaky one.
Oh, right. I thought so.
What,
Very,
you sat on
very,
jets?
very
You're only,
Are
you're,
you sat on jets? That's a bloody
He's-
sneaky
he's-
one, isn't it?
Yeah, just don't squeak as much.
No.
Well, I'm not
He's-
going to go into that. I mean, you've made me know
No.
that, but
Yeah. Oh, listen, yeah,
He's only 4'11".
yeah. Oh, look, what is my dad in the chat? Is that why you've given it? He loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop. Listen, all three of you have a wonderful Sunday, and
Have a nice one,
And
Aaron.
you as well, mate.
yeah,
Pleasure.
big up, you,
Big
bro.
up again.
up to Yeti,
Cheers, mate.
Anthony. Big up. Wonderful
Yeah,
people.
big
Thank you very much. Chat well class. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Take it easy, yeah?
Take
Cheers.
care, bro.
Yeah, good evening to yourself, mate. Good to have you on.
The fuck's he doing here? What a fucking wanker.
He is, isn't he? What a prick. When he come on, I said, oh, that's it. I'm fucking off. I'm going. But
Good evening,
big
there's
up
our
to
job
Aaron.
podcast.
Big up to Aaron.
yeah. Oh, I can't wait. This is the showdown next week. West Ham versus Nottingham Forest next weekend.
Is it?
Ooh.
That's why he's on tonight, mate. So we get the
That's
niceties out
why
of the
he's
way.
on tonight.
And as
He's-
the week goes on,
Yeah.
it'll be toxic
I'm
come the
banking
weekend.
on. I'm
Did you say
banking
no?
on 50
Hey,
times. He's
no.
going to say, yeah. He's going to say 50 times tonight. Fuck you, Tom. That's what I say. How many do you reckon he's going to say?
Big up to Dead's Air Job podcast. Evening, chaps. All is good. Yeah, doing very well. And I hope you're
Big up
good as
to
well.
everyone.
Like I said, I've jumped on Aaron's channel. He has good knowledge and passion. Yeah, he's definitely got that. Damn, stick to the Premier League. Saying Aaron, Ravi saying, big up, Aaron. I fully hear what you're saying. I don't watch AFTV. There's a clip that come up. Yeah, that was bad enough. Even into Ian Wu as well. Yes. Well done for giving the Manx a hiding. Yeah, didn't expect it. That's for sure. And Aaron's just replying back to him as there. Didn't hear it, but if I watch that content, I think I'll lose my marbles. So I think we all do. Evening notices, AFTV Robbie battled it from going to Anfield and decided he had to go for Kenya for watch along instead. Well, oh shit. Ravi, question: can Newcastle make Champions League after today's win on Chelsea?
Yeah.
Well, they've got every chance to. And the way things are going, I think they could possibly finish up second. Fair play to them as well.
Yeah.
Lone Star, he would much rather be an Arsenal fan than watch the garbage football and be where Spurs, West Ham, and Man United are.
Fair play.
Got to love Lone Star.
He didn't mention us, so that's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. Mandy's saying I did have a tiny bit yesterday. Newcastle win, Palace to win, and 2 draws. Arsenal and us. £3 ecker. I hope it come. Well, no, it didn't come true, did it? Good evening, Colin. Good evening, Anthony. Always a pleasure joining you. Same thing as well. Damien's obviously just going to catch up with the chat. Arteta next year, be silly to let him go now. Think you're very close to being a top side. A top class 9 would go a long, long way. It's if you can actually buy one. If you can actually buy one. And there, of course, you're saying. AFTV, they have double standards. Yeah, well, we know that. Like, what's the other one? DR Sports, is it? DR Sports? If
I don't agree with that comment, Tim. I don't agree with that comment at all.
I think it's the all sports, erectile sports, isn't it?
Erectile sports.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Damien saying, if I was Arsenal, I'd go after Samu. Here we go. Loony Londoner. Did Arteta redeem himself? They're going to be kicking off today. Brendan saying, did you see that the Sevilla team had to sleep at their training ground as their fans started smashing the place up after they lost to Celta Vigo? Wow. It is mad. And on that note, because I did hear something, and I haven't seen it yet myself. Got to love your chairman, Yeti. What was this about after the game? Did he actually come on the pitch?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He went. He came on, and he was like saying something under his breath, and then Nuno heard what he was saying, and then he sort of went at Nuno, and it was all to do with the fact of leaving a 1 year on. Because basically, I don't know if you saw it, but basically, I mean, to me, it's a fault in the game because you could 100% see that Alanga was offside.
Right.
I could see it when I was watching the game. He's
Yeah.
offside. And they just keep the game going because that's what they do now. They just keep the game going. And I've always said that if you do that, players are going to get injured trying to do something that doesn't matter. So it makes no sense. So basically, Alanga gets through, plays the pass into the middle, Awonyi goes for it, misses it as usual, and then basically flies into the post with his stomach. So he's injured. He was done. And I think it was all to do with, like, from what I've heard from Nuno, it was all about passion of like wanting to do this and do that. It was bullshit on our owner's account.
Yeah.
You don't do that because now it's all going to be in the news and everybody's going to be saying, "Oh, there's a fallout between fucking Marianakis and Nuno," and it's not what we need. It's not what we need right now.
No,
you
not at
know,
all.
it's pathetic, to be honest. He should be a bit more professional of that. I mean, I love the owner. I think he's great. But that one, he really let the ball drop, you know. Leave it till you get in the tunnel. Leave it until you get into the office or whatever, and then say what you've got to say. I agree with him. I think the one you should have come off because yes, we would have been down to 10 men, but we was down to 10 men anyway because one, you weren't fucking, he couldn't walk. So there's no point in staying on, so you're down to 10 anyway.
I think what you're saying, that you do it behind closed doors, but to make it as
100%
visible like that, then it's just put about considering the season you've had as well. I mean, and you know, I'm a fan of your chairman as well. I think it's great what he does for your club. But to do something like that, you kind of genuinely let your team down, fans down.
It was poor judgment, and everyone's going to look at it and go like, "Oh, look what's happened at Forest! They're all falling to pieces because they can't get UCL." You know, everybody's going to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 100.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
passion. It was passion that he's not happy that what happened and all that kind of stuff. But that shit needs to be in the office. It doesn't need to be on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree on that.
So ask Yeti the question what you asked me on Wednesday night show. Apparently, your owner, he doesn't own the club. You remember the question you asked us on Wednesday?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen this as well. So basically, what he's done, he's given up. He owns the club, but he doesn't run the club. He's given up that part of, because obviously his involvement with Olympiacos.
Yeah. I mean, well, he's got several clubs. He's got Olympiacos. He's got Forest. He does own the club, but there's obviously a certain percentage that goes to that useless twat called Fawaz Asawi, because he keeps his percentage as well. But he does own the club, as far as I know, anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Anthony he owns the club, but he doesn't run it anymore. He literally kind of lets someone else do the running of the club.
Yeah, well, he left it to like a chairman. He left it to a chairman or whatever, and to sort of sort it out, because that's what he does. He buys a club and then he leaves it to somebody to run it, which is what you do. You know, he can't be. I mean, he shouldn't be running anything. He shouldn't be having opinions on what goes on the pitch either. You're a fucking owner. You're not a manager. You employ somebody to be a manager. You know, like the Cronkies do. They employ a retard like fucking Arteta to be a manager, and then you just leave them to do what they're gonna do. You know, and he buys a dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's kind of when the chairman started getting involved in them kind of things. That's when you got to have a serious question.
It's not good. It's not good in any way, shape, or form. And I'm kind of disappointed with that, to be honest. I mean, I have nothing but respect for our owner, but I am kind of really disappointed in that because it's full Sky's jumped on it. Jamie Carragher's jumped on it. Not that he can like say anything that gives him any credence, spitting at people. But everybody just jumps on it. Gary Neville jumps on it, and that's the worst thing for me because it just makes us like a laughing stock.
Yeah,
and
it's a shame, mate.
What we should focus on is this season and what we've done. But all you know the way it works, Tony. It's all the focus is going to be on is this. It's not going to be about what we've done this season. It's going to be on this.
Yeah, tomorrow's papers, mate, isn't it? Tomorrow's papers. That's going to be the headline. Yeah, going to be the headline. I mean, fun of just saying about your chairman coming on. Brendan mentioned earlier when I did the watch along, Hamburg were promoted and a full pitch on invasion, 25 hospitalised, and one was in a life-threatening situation. And that's just celebrating your team winning. Jesus. So that's the other side of it. That's bad, isn't it?
That's insane.
Many say Mobland episode 7 today. I've not watched that yet. It's supposed to be pretty decent by all accounts. Mobland, is that with old Pierce Brosnan? What's the other fella? Tom Hardy and someone else.
Oh, mate! I tell you what, it's quality. It's probably the best series that's going at the minute.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of it yet.
Tom Hardy. I mean, we don't see Jez that much now because he's obviously pally with Tom Hardy because he lives down his street and all that lot. So we won't get to see Jez anymore.
What you're telling me? We're going to see Jez on Mobland? Is that what you're saying?
There's a very big possibility. There's a very big possibility. I can imagine there'll be a show where all of a sudden they'll go, "This guy's name's Jez," and Jez will go, "Help, guys, I'm a prick." There's a very big possibility of that.
Yeah, he's got a part in Mobland, so he's playing the cob. He's the actual corn on the cob, Jez. So he's got that. He's got that part.
I heard he was playing the egg. There's like an egg couple in one of the scenes, and Jez's head is actually on the top of it. That's what I've heard.
Just kind of like, if I put my head down low enough, you're just going to see that part of his head. Is that what you're saying? You're just going to see that.
Yeah, he's off now, Tom.
But yeah, honestly, it is the most awesome series at this point in time. Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I'll have to look getting into that then. Thank you very much, mate. David's saying a lot of teams find it hard to balance the Premier League and Europe. Yes, it is. Not an easy balance. Good evening, Ray. Hope you will, mate. And they're saying like shit. Episode Thursday, Damien. Takes its toll. True, it does. Let's catch up. Ravy's got another question. Can Palace do a job on City, or is it to prove tricky in the FA Cup final?
I think they can. Yeah.
I think Palace, they've proved already. I mean, didn't they have 2 goals disallowed today? I think as well. So
I think Palace will win that if they can take their form into what they're doing. And I think I've got a funny feeling it's going to be an Eze super show.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a final, and anything can happen in the final. We all know that. You know, I mean, you look at that when Wigan went down. Who did they play in the final of the FA Cup and beat them? Man City.
Yeah,
well,
true.
You know, so they are beatable, Man City, because they're for me. I think they're slightly going on a rebuild at the minute because they've got so many players leaving, and there's so many players in their 30s now. That they're coming towards like 32. Pep don't keep them after like 34 or something like that. So he's got to try and keep that. But there is a rumor that Pep, even though he's got 1 year's contract, next season might be his last season because he said he's got nothing to prove in football anymore. And it's like Klopp. I think he's taking a time out of football as well. So
fair play.
Well, no, I mean, I've heard another rumour that Klopp's all of a sudden going to decide to be in the next Arsenal manager.
Klopp? Fucking hell, yeah. Where have you heard that rumour? I haven't heard that.
That's from your retard fans.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, you haven't heard it from me. No. I would love that if it was true. I would say that, but no, I don't. I think he might be the next manager. Well, apparently he was offered the was it the Real Madrid job after Ancelotti as well? So he's a candidate for that.
Well, apparently that's going to be what's his name, the Liverpool player who was manager of Bayer Leverkusen.
Xavi
Alonso.
Xavi Alonso.
Yeah, I bet it's him.
Mm.
I bet it's him.
Yeah, he's not done too bad, is he, old Xavi? You're just telling us Wickham and Charlton 0-0 at no injury time. That's a game.
Yeah.
Here they go. It's past your curfew, Manic. They're off. Colin saying, even to all you wonderful ladies and gentlemen, you wonderful family. Absolutely. It's good to see that. Ravi saying, Damien, yes, you're right. Then also sometimes playing Monday night. Yeah, well, that's why the old cookie crumbles. David's also saying, Ravi, I think it's about some task to build a squad who consistently achieve well both in the Premier League and Europe. Don't see much of that. Good evening, JB. Evening, all.
Has Ravi not asked the question, how do you think your team wins this game?
Not yet. It's coming.
By scoring goals.
Except, well, that's if you can score goals. Do the strong bench. Europe isn't forgiving. JB saying, as I said, stick with Potter. He will get the summer right. Remember, we now have a manager who will have to go at the big boys. United, Arsenal, Liverpool, etc. He will get it right. It will come. It will come. We'll see. Arsenal saying 2-2 at Paul with 10 men. Aaron, we were best in England. Jesus Christ. So Trevor, Chelsea Manure Friday night. Villa Spuds, Chelsea Manure Friday evening. That's going to be an interesting game. You expect Villa to do something over the Spuds, and Chelsea might be get a result out of that. Did any of you seen? Because they were saying about the game. I didn't see any of the football today, but Jackson with the elbow in the Newcastle game. Was it bad?
That was nasty, mate. Yeah, that was nasty against Dan Burn. That to me is, it's a red, but it's also a ban as well.
Well, hopefully we might hear something in the next couple of days. The FA might review it and
that's a ban for me. That's a ban for me.
I'll have to look it up, mate. I said I was supposed to do it early on, but I didn't get a chance. But I'll have a look at that. It sounded like it was quite bad.
He should be sent to prison.
Jesus,
that's all I'm saying.
That bad.
Yeah.
I hope should quit being an Arsenal fan.
No, fucking hell. I've been supporting them now for 40 years. It's too fucking late now.
Too late to change now.
Can't
you tell? Jesus.
Yeah, you ain't got the mental capacity to change, have you? Really?
Well, I just not a turncoat yet. I mean, obviously, it just there are some people out there that are turncoats, mine. But
I'm sure we've had a few PSs where you turn around to me and went, you know what, I'm off tempted to go Forest.
Fuck off.
There's been
I haven't said that. You said you wouldn't say anything.
I had to. It came up. So I said I wouldn't say anything unless it came up, and it came up. So.
And it came up.
Good.
Well, he kept it quiet for 6 months.
Matt loves to spend 200 million at West Ham. Yeah, I think any of us would love to do that. Have the 200 million pound to spend on players. Arsenal saying Arsenal need upgrades and backups in 6 or 7 positions. Well, and he's also gone. There's only one bright spot in Arsenal at the moment, Lewis Skelly.
Yeah, it's true. But listen, if he spends 200 million next season, I'll tell you the truth now. That's going to take him over the 1 billion.
Yeah.
He's got to win some.
Yeah,
got to win something, and if he doesn't,
got to be it then, isn't it?
I think he's done already. He's done already. It's not bad if he wins something. If he spends over 1 billion, he's done already for me. He's done.
Yeah. Watch your space, I suppose, as we say. Ravi's got here. Lee Gunner said, is there going to be a bus parade for beating Madrid? Bloody hell, man.
Well, it's the only thing they've actually done, I suppose.
True. Dead Zep Job Passcaster saying, think twice. It's just another season trophyless for Declan Rice to the tune of Paraday by Phil Collins.
We got a trophy for that yet. He's beating Real Madrid. It's a fucking cardboard one, but it's still a trophy.
It can go with your dinner plates, I suppose.
Exactly.
Well, there's that as well, yeah.
Lone Star saying, "Can't believe West Ham finally won. The gift that keeps on giving." Oh wow, touche, my friend, touche.
Yeah.
He rises to the occasion. No opposition phases him. Wow. Big up Tony Neri. Big up Tonton All.
You got
You get better and better, Arsenal. Harry saying, "If the Spuds win, Fuzzy's got to pay."
Where is Hot Fuzz anyway? Is he hiding?
He was at Wembley at Aldershot playing Spennymoor. He's at the FA Cup, so he's there.
So he's gave up on Man United then and gone
Yeah,
to
you know,
that game.
he's gone to
Gone
Aldershot
into
now.
Aldershot instead.
yeah.
30
Yeah.
quid for 30 quid for a ticket. Is, you know, it's
Yeah.
gotta go. He says.
So
Yeah, go on,
Tom's looking for we put a job role going in on the Indeed website that we need an extra host on the not a host, an extra panelist on the Good, the Bad, the Ugly show now because we can't accept all the shot. So
I'm just saying, but he weren't interested in Aldershot beforehand, but now he kind of is. You just beat his team. Just saying, just point it out there.
Yeah,
You know,
he's just messaged me as well, Tim Fuzzy. Be it funny enough, he said it was a good win today. Enjoyed my day at Wembley. I'm on the coach on the way home. Before I get home, I must make a quick pit stop in the massage parlor. So I don't know what that he's on about.
Flip flop.
I think he's wearing them. He's got them on.
Flip flop fuzz.
Jamie said, "I've been hearing offer for Spurs, mate, for about 10 years this year. We win the league after 4 games or the Cups of Europe. They do me mind. Yeah, Spurs fans are special. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
They definitely are special. And everyone say like that. And Ray saying, hands up. You like to see an Ange European post-match meltdown.
Yeah.
He's been good so far, and he's been in good spirits the last couple of weeks. And there's Aaron's channel if you haven't already seen it. Usually Skelly will have big discipline problems next season. Kids are hothead. Yeah, that's the only thing that lets him down. And I've said this to you before, Anthony. You know, he's got himself sent off too many times when he don't need to.
Yeah.
We'll take him though, yeah. Everyone say like you as well, Yeti, which is good. There's a Forest. Wolf a few weeks ago said Forest to finish in second.
He's a fucking great bollock.
Words of pictures saying all these compliments. Someone passed them a jar of Vaseline. Tony, we beat the worst Man United set I've ever seen. I still feel Potter isn't the man for me. Yeah, but as I said, mate, it's Potter tactics. I mean, it's weird. I don't know what he does. Does make you wonder. I mean, obviously, we've kind of always like at the beginning of the watch along. All right, mate. All said at the beginning of the watch along, like, you know, have you seen the lineup? It don't make sense. And then, it
I
paid
didn't
off.
see the formation, Tom. Did he go with 5 at the back again or no?
No, he went 3.
3.
Cresswell, Kilman, Todibo. And he packed the midfield
he went with the experience there then, didn't he? At the back, obviously. You know, and obviously against Man United, I'm not being funny. You would expect him to at least, let's say, I know it's West Ham, and I'm not taking the mick when I say this, but you would expect at least Man United to score in that game. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously they didn't. But with the experience you played there at the back, it worked. Do you feel that Potter might, against Forest next week, do you think that he might set out the same team? Knowing that it was a winning team against Man United. I know it's like Man United is different to playing Forest this season. I get it. But would you winning 2-0 and keeping a clean sheet, do you reckon he'd set up the same team?
I'd like to see him do it, but unfortunately I do have this feeling that he will change it again.
Right.
I've just got this feeling he'll change it again because I say we was all surprised to see Guido Rodriguez in the side. And played for months, and then suddenly he bungs him into this game. And it's like, what the fuck, you know? Especially when you know you've got Alvarez, you have Sola there, kind of thing. You've got Gil Hermey there. There's options. Emerson, if need be, because he played virtually Wan-Bissaka out on the left.
Oh right.
You know, they had a switch around. You know, he played on the right as well, but Kufeld mainly did the business one side, but Wan-Bissaka was mostly on the left. Effective, don't get me wrong, he was effective. It's just a case of, it seemed weird, especially when you thought full Krug, this could have been a game for him. But on the other hand, he did make substitutions early. So he didn't wait until fucking 80 odd minutes and then make changes. So again, it was good.
That's good. Yeah. Are you going to give him shit Wednesday then?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Brendan says, "What was the Forest owner up to on the pitch today? Thought he went hands off." I mean, we've just, I don't know because we're catching up. We've covered that side of things. Thunderstorms tonight, by all accounts. Well, the last couple of days has been not. Usually, you get that coming in afterwards, don't you?
we already had it today.
Have you already?
Yeah, we had it today. Yeah, we had thunder earlier today. I think it was about 3 o'clock, something like that.
Blimey.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Yeah, they were last.
That's some excitement then, as an Arsenal fan.
It was flash. That's how much I seriously get it. It was a
Was it a flash in the pan like your club?
No, it was a quick flash. In other words, with the lightning, that's how much I want to get this season over with now. I just want to get this season
I've
over
heard
with.
how much you like a quick flash.
Sorry, people in the chat. Yeah, I'm a little bit beyond in the chat. I'm trying to catch up. So I know we've covered these various, and yet he's obviously alluded to how he thought about what his manager was. Jamie's asking, will Nuno walk? He doesn't seem happy. Do you think that's the case, or it's just a case of the tactics of what happened today, the antics? Let's say.
He's a very sort of like fiery character. So I mean, I watched like what he said afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, it's just pure emotion. Everybody's emotional." In my opinion, to do it on the pitch was really unprofessional. Because at the end of the day, we have a family thing going on. And win, lose, or draw, we all stick together. Yep. And to me, what Marianakis did there, don't show that. And that makes no sense to me. And I know what Nuno's like, so it wouldn't be surprising to me for him to... Because the players are going to see that as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
And it could cause big problems. And obviously, that's going to be like the main thing. You know what I don't understand, right? And it just drives me nuts. Apparently, we ain't nothing. We don't make no difference. Forest don't mean 100%. Nothing. But whenever something goes on, we're like the centre of
attention, kind of. Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. If we're nothing, then just ignore us.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be whenever they have the chance to find a kind of scapegoat in certain respects, it will be these guys. And I suppose it's the fact that no one likes it when someone does well. And considering the season you've had so far, for Will, the last couple of weeks haven't been great for Forest. And you can see on Nuno's face, he's not happy the way things have gone either.
No, of course he ain't.
But the way that how the media works, mate. It's a case of the nearly has-beens and they're not there. The hurdles falling over. Right, let's find something now. This is gonna, and of course, what's happened today and that is definitely going to fuel the imagination.
Of course, 100%. I mean, Carragher was on it straight away. I mean, you spit on people, bro. So shut up. Exactly. And Neville's going on about it. I mean, bro, you was bullied in school. Let's face it. So, I mean, and then all of a sudden it becomes like a big thing. It's same as like when we had that game against Everton or Luton and we had an issue with the decisions. And there was a relative issue with the decisions. Oh, Forest need to grow up and all this, that and the other. You know what? Everybody turns around and says that women need to go out of men's sport and not be talking about it and stuff. I think some of the guys need to do that as well because some of them, you're great. You was born to be great with your feet. God put your brains in your feet, didn't put them in your head. So just shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean, obviously the boys are saying in the chat, it's an emotional sport. Matt's saying there, Lone Star saying Chimen had the right go at Nuno, and JB's alluding on to that, say it is, but Nuno did the same at Wolves, walked after something very similar. I mean, the main thing is, that's not the case because he had a fantastic season with his people.
Yeah.
And if he walks, then as you said, yeah, he comes down to one person. It's going to be your chairman.
But the thing is, Marianakis, and everybody's seen it on social media, he's normally in the tunnel saying, "Oh, well done, guys. This is that and the other." There was no reason to go on the pitch and do that. I know he's the owner. I get that. I respect him. I have so much love for him for what he's done for my club and all this, that, and the other. But that was a bad fucking decision. Don't do it on the pitch when it's in front of the Sky cameras.
Yeah.
You know?
Of all things. Yeah, JB's saying the thing. Yeah, to walk from the box to the pitch, disrespect Nuno and the players wasn't good doing it after the game, and after, in my opinion. And Lone followed up and says, Chairman should absolutely express his feelings behind closed doors. Absolutely. Yeah, Edo's job now, as you're saying, which it is. Yeah. Getting booed out of Liverpool, I wonder if he knew that was coming. Edu failed.
Can you imagine if he did that to Clough?
Oh, mate, you imagine that.
Can you imagine how that would have gone? Listen here, young man. I've been a manager for years. You're just a fat owner. You don't know what you're talking about, fat boy. Keep going to McDonald's and getting your hamburgers.
That'd be what the Sky Sports see Marinakis laid out on the deck. That'd be very interesting.
He said that to Dean Saunders once, didn't he? Because Dean Saunders, his agent looked like Cracker. Is it Robert Coltrane who played Cracker on the series? And he went like that. He said, the first thing you got to do, son, is get rid of your agent because he'll eat everything in your fucking fridge. That was what he said, honestly.
He's just only shares in a trust, so he has two teams in the Champions League. They can both play each other. Good shout, Michael, please. Yeah, good shout. Lone Star was also saying, Chairman has overshadowed all Forest of accomplished knob. Doesn't help Forest for the build-up to a game against West Ham at the weekend, Matt saying. Shockey saying, Jamie,
we'll smash you, Lord.
He's off. What's the time there? 9:07. He's got it in there already. He's got it in there early. Shockey saying, Jamie
hammers don't knock down trees. I'm just saying. You need actors.
Depends on the size of the hammer. Shockey says, Jamie Carragher said last week that no one has the right to tell Liverpool fans what to think. In regards to how they feel about Trent leaving, well, yeah, Carragher.
What do hammers do, Yeti?
What do hammers do?
Well, if it's a toffee hammer, it's good for one thing, isn't it? Yeah. Breaking up the bed sheets and shaking it off.
Talking about football, you weirdo.
Lifestyle Carragher equals Knobland. Yeah. Thank you, Tim. In at the back, Alonso. Yes. Usual saying Palace 100 to 30. City 2-3. The draw 100 to 30. Not odds. Dirty Chelsea. Yeah. Lifestyle Herbert's mental capacity coming, Yeti. They put us putting it about today.
He's got in for me tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, hasn't he? He's normally got in for me, but he's going for you.
But Bristol Rovers, Tom Teta saying there.
Fucking Tom Teta, bloody hell.
Look at me with hair, lovely. Those are the days.
That's like the wrong thing. Lego head.
Louis Shelley can't defend.
Yeah, there you go. Job done. Yeah. Louis Shelley can't defend. Yeah. Good afternoon to David Shear. What happened at 4 a.m. in Western Australia? Oh, good morning to you, David Shear. What happened? We won. Good day, Copper. We won, mate. Actually won for a change. Yeah, come on, you Spurs, as he's saying there. And they're saying like them as well. David
Shear said he did all right until he said, come on, you Spurs. Then he fucked it up.
He's also saying, hands to the arse-mill. Rumour is it, Anthony? God, you imagine that.
No.
Are you going to go worse?
Flaming strife. No. I want that. Jesus.
Flaming Gala.
What is it? We got a fat fella.
Oh, man. Michael Please is saying, I think Potter was showing us the future of a team of grafters, so I don't expect any big name signings to replace our stars. Yeah, especially with Sully pulling the old wage bill, that's for sure. Not looking good. Matt said Alvarez for Rodriguez would be the change I'd make versus Forest, Tony, but not much else would need tweaking in my honest opinion, although maybe play the big BFG as well. The big fucking German. Brendan, you've gone in the middle of the road, usual.
Fucking German.
That's what they call it, the BFG, yeah. That was me farting, Anthony. That noise. Did you know that? It only works when you put the full name after it? Well done. There you go. He's still doing that. They're also like the old episode of OGWT, even the Annie Nightingale ones.
What's OGWT?
God, Old Grey Whistle Test.
Ah, right, okay. I thought it was Game of Thrones. What the fuck's Game of Thrones got to do with it?
Games of Thrones.
Why do you whisper green grass?
That's got
David shit. Alex got great tosser. Low Star saying, yeah, he's talking a lot of rational common sense today.
I always do, mate. You just don't listen to it.
Ravi's saying some of the women pundits who do WSL analyst, all they're up on about is Chelsea and Arsenal ladies and lionesses, and don't tell you about the other quality teams in Europe. No bias whatsoever, basically. They're saying like each other. Exactly, Ravi. They have all their clique. They don't give teams that aren't in Europe any credit for doing well in the league. Yeah, bring it on, Yeti. Ravi saying Tony still shops in Focus, do it all for his hammers. Yeah, Focus, do it all. Jesus. Now there's a flashback from the past. Focus, do it all.
Tell me about it.
And what's the one that took over? Was it Home Base? They're gone now as well.
Home Base used to have MFI.
MFI, yeah.
You're sponsored by Panster, aren't you, Tom?
Yeah, that's just you can read it on the shirts when you breathe out, kind of thing. It just looks like a pound note at the time. Do that. Get your money's worth.
I got with tampons. Yeah, you're coming through a bad period, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? He's like,
we need to call them tampons.
Tampons. I'll wear them like headphones. Yeah, wear them like headphones.
Big up, ladies and gentlemen, and we're live with me, Tony. Oh fuck! See, I forgot it now. Tompon, Tony Tompon.
Yeah, but you know why you wear them, don't you? That's so you can keep your earbuds in. That's what it is. You were saying not to be rude, but women's football is really a minority sport. David Shear saying that's why I use my curtains, Anthony. Michael saying just come up on SSN. Forest owner was trying to express his concern for a 1-year injury. He should have come on and he praised Nuno for the season.
He should have come off. Yeah. You could see he went right, but I mean, to me, this is like the problem with the game right now. Is you call an offside, you could see it was totally offside. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. But then the players carry. I've said this like through the season. This I don't agree with, where you don't call an offside straight away, because a player will make a break to try and score the goal, could get an hamstring or anything, fucking Anthony. And and then you get fucking... yeah, and then you can get an injury or anything like that. I've been saying it for ages. Give
me a minute, lads.
No,
just spilt the drink.
He's probably going to find his missus. That's what he's going to do and put them on his head. I think if you look at it, when you look at the rule, obviously it's the benefit of the doubt. And as you said, they let it play on for so long, and then they realise, I've got to pull up now. By that stage, it could be too late for a player. You know, the injury could be more damaging than it is. Well, we've only got to look at Arsenal for that. Matt, have you injured?
I've told you about 1 year anyway. As soon as I saw him at that post, I was like, that's him done. I mean, if you look at the size of his abs, I'm surprised the fucking post didn't break.
I was going to say, yeah, because I remember, I never forget that quote. Yeah, that's him done, finished.
He still fucking missed, though, the useless twat.
Dear me. And we was going for him at one point.
Yeah, you can have him. He has helped us actually. Yeah, he has helped us. To be fair,
I mean, he was before the injury. He was good, wasn't he? He was a good player. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah.
Ravi said, Matt Foster, the BBC women's pundits are the worst. Alex Scott is so biased just because she has friends in Chelsea and Arsenal.
She's terrible.
She is very biased, that's for sure. I'm just looking at it and you ain't got one on your head, just making sure.
Oh, I'm fucking crying here. I couldn't believe that. Fucking Timmy Thompson. Jesus Christ. I don't know what
Ray said, I met an old female school friend today. She said she owns an Avery. I said, I bet you've had a cock or two. Dear. Ravi saying,
I've got copyright on that tampon as well, so don't fucking try and take it.
Yeah, trademarked everything. It's been told a bit off the screen. Ravi's also saying, Matt, also that Farrell Williams. Yeah. Harry Monk, definitely 2. Genoa 1. Thank you for that. Colin goes, Forrest's been good this season, but I'm not too sure Forrest will be the same next season, though. And I think this is an
interesting question.
Because if you look at it, that's sometimes it's that second season, isn't it? You know, can he get it over the line? But I do believe your owner will pump money into the team again.
I think he'll pump money in the team, and I agree with Colin on that one. It's not about this season; it's about continuing to do it, and I've said that from the start. We have got to continue to do it and do what we're doing. You know, it's not going to mean nothing if we don't do that. So that is massive. You know,
yeah, agree on that.
And Anthony's a prick.
Shotty's gone. Yeah, you're talking rationally. Are you feeling okay, mate? To Lone Star.
I always talk rationally. I just sometimes I'm drunk, so it makes no sense.
No.
Or is that was the old voice thing, you know. I'm playing the right song, but not necessarily in the right order. So I'm saying the right things, but not necessarily in the right order.
Exactly.
Yeah. Michael, please, we're going to have Jiffy condoms in our kits a few years ago. That's true. Yes, there was a talk of that.
Jiffy condoms,
mate. I'm not joking. There was a talk of it, and of course, it kind of like
you probably should have it now because you're getting fucked every week.
Oh man. Good evening to Katie Anderson. Thanks for coming in. Come on, you irons.
Come on, you idiots.
I've come in a jiffy. Jesus Christ. Katie Anderson, we're happy Hammer tonight. You've got to be Katie because it was a great result for us. So thanks for coming in.
Yeah, good result.
And as always, if you haven't already, make sure you go and see Aaron Arsenal, where he talks himself. He's Cave. Make sure you go over to him as well. Give him a share, like, and subscribe, and obviously to the channel. If you've not already done it already, share, like, and subscribe. Not often I say it, but you know, near the end of the season, so why not? Revy's saying, bring back half-time oranges. Half-time oranges.
Half-time oranges.
That's a season too fucking late, it's on. It's always the end of the season, but why not?
Yeah, why not? Well, put it this way, Revy. For some of us, we'd probably have half-time oranges, but if you if it's the Arsenal, it's half-time lemons. Lemons.
Yeah, because they're all lemons, basically.
Yeah, we're all lemons. Yeah, all lemons. And before the game is yoga. So it's yoga, lemons, and then light bulbs. So the idea of the light bulb plugs above our players' head thinking, what can you do?
Is it not win a lot?
Win a lot? Yeah.
Win a lot.
No, you don't win a lot. You don't win a lot. No. 14 draws this season, Yeti. 14 draws, soon to be 15 against Southampton.
I had 14 draws on a fucking spliff last night. It don't mean nothing, does it?
Oh my God.
Brendan's asking, is Lukaku still a Chelsea player? Did they get shot of him? Or is he still a Chelsea player, Lukaku?
Yeah, he's not at Chelsea, is he? Where is he?
Is he still in their books?
I think he is, isn't he? Is he on loan at fucking...
Yeah.
I don't know where he is.
Is he in Italy, isn't he? Is he playing in Italy, Lukaku, like for Rome?
I don't know. Don't know where he is. That's how important he is. Where he is.
What's it called? The fall from grace.
I tell you what, he looked like a quality player. He had all the things. He had physicality. He had everything about him. But he's just lazy. He's such a lazy player.
He is. That's the truth of it. He is apparently left and completed a permanent move to Napoli for an undisclosed fee.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
so he's gone there.
Do you know the best days of his career was when he went on loan to West Brom and scored like 25, almost
Yeah.
30 goals.
Yeah,
That
agree
was
on
the
that.
best season he ever had in his career, I reckon.
Agree on that.
He had everything about him to be the next big thing, but he's just
Yeah.
lazy. He's
Yeah.
so fucking lazy.
Why did the frog take the bus to work? His tail got towed. Oh, Jesus, Remy. David Shear says, what he is saying, re copyright, he has worries involving tampons.
Not tampons, tampons.
Good evening, Richard. Hope you well, mate. Evening, lads. How are you all? We're all doing, mate. Doing very well.
Hey up, Richard.
Is it the second leg of your game on Monday, isn't it? Anthony?
Oh yes, yeah, the Bristol City Sheffield United game. Yeah, Tom, we're fucking 3-0 down. So it'd be Sheffield. I think it'd be a
Who's
Sheffield
Bristol
United
City?
final in the playoffs, and it'd be Sheffield United. Do you know what? I think it might be. I reckon it's going to be a shock. I reckon it'd be Coventry and Sheffield United in the final.
Anthony, I've got a question to ask you. You know, if Bristol City get in the Premier League, are you going to leave this bullshit that's Arsenal and go with them instead?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think with, obviously with City versus Arsenal, you go your own team. But look, in all fairness, Bristol City, it won't happen. It won't happen. Bristol City going, we're gonna end up playing Ryan Reynolds Wrexham next season. That's what it's gonna. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
They're getting Vardy, apparently.
Well, this is the speculation. They think they're going to get Vardy. I read Patrick Bamford from Leeds United as well. Because obviously Leeds are promoted now. They've won the championship. So Bamford's not a player. He's not Premier League material at all. So they're going to get rid of him. I reckon they'll go for players like that.
Granny Dings. Let him take
Granny Dings. Yeah. Danny Ings. I reckon but yeah. There's a chance to
take him as well.
Ings. Yeah.
Big up to Dow Oregon Goon. Anthony has laid his underwear on.
Dow, bro. Loved earlier.
Revy saying, yeah, he's doing some great content on his channel. He definitely is. Putting the work effort in as well.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, Revy.
Revy saying, Lemons, Arteta tucked in for sure. There you go. He's on loan to Napoli, apparently. So,
yeah.
Answered the sheep.
He's always, anywhere he goes, everybody just throws him everywhere else, don't they?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I've just signed Lukaku. Have him fucking basement United or something.
That sounds like an Arsenal player. Their captain currently, Odegaard. He was like that as well. Lawrence is saying, Ant said the sheep like that underwear.
They do.
Big up to Mr. Robo 19 TV. Hope you're doing well, sir. Good to see you in here. He's an Arsenal fan as well, Anthony, if you haven't already seen him.
Big up, Mr. Robo.
I'll have to. He's got his own channel.
Everyone.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, as you see it, like the name as you see it in there, go and see him as well if you can. Thanks, Oregon. Ravi saying, Anthony, were you a big MFI shopper, and did you ever go to Tandy and Dixon's for your electronics?
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, MFI and Tandy and Dixon's. Yeah, I can remember that. They used to be down the road from where when I lived years ago when I was young one, living back with my parents. You know,
did you go there for your butt plugs?
Did they do?
Yeah, you're bad.
Did they do that?
Did they do that? Yeah, Todd's thinking now. Did they do that?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think. Tandy, what did they buy your own kit and make your own electronics kind of thing? Yeah, just load into things. You never know.
I think they did them Roger Rabbit dildos, didn't they? They called Roger Rabbit or something.
Oh.
Well, after the film, that's the one.
Yeah.
Ryan G, good evening to you, Tony Yeti and Anthony. Good evening, Ryan. Up you well, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, facts, Lawrence. They said about obviously Anthony's in his underwear.
Where'd you buy that? Yeah, I went to Tandy's.
Matt saying, wish West Ham had have signed Lukaku, but kept saying no. Same for Darren Bent. Yeah, I mean, there would have been.
Yeah, one Lukaku.
Yeah, but he probably done well with us knowing him. Because
Mm.
obviously it would have suited his style of play. So we're slow as anything,
No.
and that suit him down to the
Oh,
ground.
yeah, true.
I think
Yeah.
Tammy Abraham would have been a good shape for West Ham.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
Michael, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Ham was a Super Sunday game. It is indeed. It is indeed.
Yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll be up for that on Sunday. Up for that watch along if you're up for it. Me and Tom.
100% kind of thing in there. May the best team
You up
lose.
for that, Tom? We're
Yeah,
doing a watch along
absolutely.
for West Ham
I
Forest.
just said, yeah, may the best team lose.
If you win, I'm booting you out of the fucking chat.
Yeah, you're banned from the fucking show.
Well, Anthony, if you can, open your wallet up, break out the 50 pence, heads or tails, who's doing the stream.
All right, then. Who's
all
calling
them
it?
moths. All them
Heads
moths.
Yeah.
Heads or tails? Have I got a coin? Heads or tails?
Tails for me.
Tails? Oh, it's a tail. It's a tail.
It's a tail?
Yeah.
Heads
or tails? Yeah, heads or tails is a tail. That's the head. Hang on. There.
I know you know about a head, but we don't need to go into that. But
Fucking hell, I seen the head you give your points when you pour your beer. Jesus Christ.
It's on your stream, then we'll share it, yeah.
So what we'll do then, I'll grant you access and that, and you still kick me out. How's that? Fair's fair in all game and love and war.
Yeah, get Budgie in there, get fucking E20 in there as well. We'll really go for it.
Yeah. Oh, come on, I'll be a neutral.
I mean, if you look at one of Yeti's icons, you see with the old muscly arms and that, he'd be taking the three of us on. I'll beat the living shit out of all of you. Remy said, "What
do you see muscly arms?" Because I don't see muscly.
Oh no, on one of your one of your cartoon characters. I'm not saying you are, mate. No, you stick Finn.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, exactly. I'm stick Finn. Still fuck you up though.
Because I'll be laughing so much you catch me up. Remy says, "What did the policeman say to his nipple? You're under a vest." Oh Jesus. Remy say, "Big up everyone inside. Smash the likes and subscribe to all the people." As I say, Ryan G says, "Bamford can't stay fit. Waste of time with Wrexham signing." Yeah, they do well on the adverts though.
Mate, we got rid of Bamford for like because we was having money worries and all this, that, and the other. I never wanted to get rid of him because he was like, well, what he was doing, like in the under 21s, he was scoring left, right, and centre. But you know, money and all that kind of thing, got to get rid of him, haven't you? Same as Wes Morgan. You know, we had to get rid of him because of money.
Shame, good player. Brendan saying Bamford can cash in on his JCB to get shares. It's probably true, yes. Ravi saying Anthony also wears his Impulse women's deodorant.
No, it's Roll On. Mum, it's called.
Mum Roll On.
Mum.
Oh, look, that's it. That's the other one as well, Harry, isn't it? Rumbelows.
Oh, man, Rumbelows.
Rumbelows. Another one that went by the by.
Back in the good times, Rumbelows.
What was the old rental place? Was it Radio Rentals, and there was another one.
Yeah, Radio Rentals. Yeah,
and there was another kind of place that did exactly the same thing. I can't remember what it's called now.
I can't remember what it was.
Ravi says Anthony still needs to pop the Tesco's in and get his big pack of 10 ladies.
Fucking he's proper going for him, isn't he? Ravi is. Ravi's
on
Anthony.
Now. First of all, his long story is Ravi now.
Big up to Lawrence as well. I have to go. Great Sunday. Cheers, mate. Come in your hands. Lawrence, thanks for being
I think it's because you look like Tintin. I think that's why I keep doing for you.
Fucking Tintin. Yeah, but it depends on what snow he's got, though. That's the thing, isn't it? If you know, you know.
Lots of it.
There you go. Lady Todd wearing women's underwear is amazing.
Lady Todd.
I've got women's underwear on now, and it feels so good on your penis.
Yeah. Eric, what do you think of Lady Taunt there yet, eh? Look at the comment. What do you think of Lady Taunt?
Oh, I'd do that.
I was going to
Yeah, I
say
thought you'd
I
have a
would.
semi.
I've always say I
Yeah,
would.
I'd do
we
that.
got knocked out of our semi.
It's the purple here. The purple here. I'd do
Yeah,
that.
it does it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've done worse.
Dear me. Colin's saying, Tony, I reckon we will beat Forest next week 2-1, mate. Yeah, I mean, way Forest are playing at the moment, it could be another one. 10 minutes at the back has just found it for me. Thank you very much, mate.
Colin, I liked you, bro. The fuck?
Remy said, anyone rated Daniel Farker as a manager? Well, he's done well for Leeds.
Yeah,
They have given him the kiss of death. They are keeping on with him for the start of the new season. But if it all goes Pete Tong, I think he'll be out quicker than you know it.
Yeah.
He's a good manager, but he knows fuck all about football. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Fuck off, Woolworths for everything you needed. Yes, that was the other one as well. Another one gone by the by.
Yeah.
10 at the back has got it as well. That DER was another TV rental company. Yes, that was one of them. Always remember, because Mum and Dad used to, back in the day before they actually got a TV, used to go from these places. Every time you walked into one of these kind of shops, all you smelt was static electricity.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a wonder, our fucking houses didn't burn down because, they must have been so dodgy, these sets.
Fucking TV.
Well, we don't want to talk about static things because static is a weirdo. So, yeah.
Who?
No, not you, mate. They weren't here. But thanks for asking anyway. Ravi says, was it Little Woods or Bright House that did rentals? Bright House. They were the modern day version. They didn't last long either. God, that's another one, Ray. Ready Fusion. That's another one.
Yeah. Ready Fusion.
Ready Fusion, yeah. TV. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my parents never rented it. We always had our own TV though. Never, because the TV used to put the 50p at the back. Yeah. So we never done that. So
if you was lucky, because there was one TV we got one time in that, and of course the old lock was busted on the kind of thing. Saved yourself a fortune. 50p come back in again.
Can you remember when we had a black and white TV and you were watching snooker? And he said, for anybody with a black and white TV, that's the red behind the green or somewhere, whatever it is.
I never forget that comment. Yeah. It's one of those great comments of you never forget them ones. That's a blast from the past. David Shear saying, so what's the gusset? Is that room for the tampon?
That's it.
It's the tampon. I've already got that.
The Tony tampon.
You can just see it now. The new versions of Dragon's Den. Here comes Yeti. And he's got this new product. Well, this is the tampon.
You know what? I've just given you some merchandise. You could sell the tampon.
You could be a millionaire, Tim.
I'm looking at Etsy right now. Yes, they have some there. And can you? I can put my face on top of the front of them. Oh,
every woman needs a tampon.
They need a tampon.
Yeah, it'd be like a tampon, but it'd be bold on the top.
So the one with wings is when I'd air, yeah.
It'd have one ear for your beard.
Yeah,
that's it. Sorted.
And on the side of it, when you turn it over, it'll have COYI. Yeah, so it's well, here's Sylvia, and she's going to demonstrate how. No.
Ravi's saying everyone robbed from the Woolies pick and mix. God, did they?
Yes.
See, don't take somebody back after he's been to the pub and say, "Oh, I'm on at the moment." Yeah, don't worry, I've got a tampon. There you go. Go to the bathroom.
Solves all remedies.
If you're in a pub one day and you spill your pint, we can lie on one certain product, the Tony tampon. Soaks up the beer within seconds.
Leaders suddenly got out of business because the tampons taken over and smashed the universe and the world.
Hey, yeah. You've just absolutely. You could do it like via Leader Super Bowl, but have like tampons on the bottom of it. Bro,
you might as well change this.
I've just gave you a millionaire idea.
Yeah, and we can also change this from the Sunday night takeaway to the tampon takeaway. So for next season, you
could even change your channel to Tampon TV. Different
TV,
everybody knows they're going to get something. Everybody knows they're going to get something stuck up them.
That's a spin-off. That's a spin-off show. And usual. How do you remember the actual Red Infusion TV jingle? Oh, Jesus, man! Wow, that says it all. Radio rentals. Yeah, that was the other one. Michael, remember that? Ray saying it's strange we were happy in those days. True, times were better back in them days. Not like it is now, that's for sure. Usual, you never see a sad face EV in Wall's ice cream.
Oh God.
Cross dressing is not for everyone, Lady Tont says. Usual, the jingle man. Absolutely is indeed, Brendan. Ravi's saying Mr. Musclewads with the weedy man cleaning up. Yeah, the stick thing man. Ryan G. Oh dear me, David Shears jumped in. They'd be calling it Red Mist Yeti. Red Mist. We will be wrapping it up shortly in that because I have a big week this week.
Got the tampon to fit.
Last thing going on with.
Hang on a second. I'm not having that thing. This show normally goes on for 2 or 3 hours. It's been going.
It does.
Hour and 36 minutes.
I know, mate, but I've got to say we're migrating over this week with a new program, so it's full on this week. The beginning.
You got another new thing going on.
Yeah.
At work, not here, mate. At work.
Oh, right. I thought you got another new channel or something like
that. No.
I'm only coming here. I've got drugs to sell, bro.
Oh, good luck to you.
Yeah, I came in to give you respect and everything, but I've got drugs to sell.
You're very kind.
What is it, You got a strike. You got a strike from YouTube.
And good evening, Terence. Thanks for coming in. We are going to be wrapping it up because I say I've got an early start and
Terence.
Quite a big old week. Exactly, Harry. Yeah,
Tony's got a big old this week. What's that all about?
Have you seen the size of my head? I mean,
I wasn't thinking about your head, but I wasn't thinking about that either.
Did you see that the other day as well? Yeah, because I think we've said it, and anybody knows, but Lee Gunner did a stream for about 13 hours.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Aaron was on there from start to finish.
I did a show for 12 hours. So now he's trying to beat me.
That's what
Come on, Lee Gunner. Come on, I'll do a 15-hour show.
Now you've got to do. You've got to set the standard now, mate. You've got to do another one again.
I'm going to do a 24-hour show.
Oh, I can see that coming, mate. Matt saying, did you break the IT systems at Stansted, Tony? No, mate. It's yes. Early hours of this morning, we also lost internet across the whole of the airport, so it's been not fun. A lot of flights cancelled, coming in and out. Car parks, no barriers opening up. No one could get onto the intercom. Yeah, it's brilliant, good stuff. And I go back into work tomorrow, so see what shit show I'm going to come in into. Usual Finders, gone fishing, gone out away hunting the fish in the water. So fuck, bloody hell, man.
Finders crispy pancakes.
Do you remember them when they came out? We just saying, and shave that fucking beard. You look homeless. I'll be over tomorrow with some spare change. Terence says, I did not doubt Potter. Terence. Well, deep waters. Michael Blease said he did 13 hours, 1 hour of discussion, and 12 hours of crying. Thank you, Ray. Top show. Thank you very much, sir. Ravi's saying, yeah, Lee Gunner did the same. The Super Bowl or Supper Bowl stayed live till nearly 1 p.m. Started cooking some fraud on a reaction. So fraud.
Lee Gunner does do some good stuff. To be fair,
mate. I mean, 13 hours, though. Bloody hell, man. That just says it all. Oh, she's coming to say something about the comments he made earlier. Yeah. Crispy pancakes filled with dog food, crispy pancakes.
it
finish
was nice. I don't care whether it's a dog or not.
Wow, look at that usual
I've
saying.
been with many dogs. It makes no difference to me.
That's another show. Usual says we got to finished up as pissed as a pudding on that stream. I'll have to look at that one then. Mama, thank you very much. Thanks, chat. Anyway, lads, 4-0 Bristol City tomorrow night. You get a good fucking price on that. We will shoot. David Shear saying, how many times was used in Gunners 13 hours? We'll have to recap that and come back to you next week on that one. On fire, usual. And Ravi says, Lee said it can be petty will. Before we go, mate, you got anything coming up this week?
Just keep playing Schedule 1, the drug dealing game. Quite enjoying that quite a bit at the moment. I don't know about anything else this week. I don't know whether we are actually playing. I think we're back on next Saturday. So we're just just chilling. I will have loads of shows because, I'm a dull waller and I don't work, so I can do shows whenever I want. So there'll be loads of different things coming up on my channel. Always real, keeping it real, taking into account the chat and all that kind of stuff. And I don't really know what else to say. It's not usual for me not to have anything else to say, but I ain't got nothing else to say. So fuck you all.
Thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much for that. Anthony, you're going to be back with me on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm going to be back with you on Wednesday. The good, the bad, the ugly. And I've got a show on Thursday as well. Obviously with the flip-flop, to...
Night, David. Yes, you're back with him, aren't you? Yes.
Yeah, and then every now and then, you can catch me on Yeti's show when he does the the real deal and that, and the final whistle as well. Is two of them that goes on as well.
Yeah,
that starts off at football, and as Yeti is tonight, it leads totally down to a different path. But we all like it, and we all enjoy it, and we all have a laugh. And if you are going to watch it, make sure everybody, you get your tampons ready for that show. Remember, keep it real, keep it Anthony.
Fuck you, you little
Tom Tetter saying West Ham will destroy Forest. Oh, right. You're thinking of ones they look Vista Boyle in the bag. Do you remember them as well? Jesus.
Yeah.
Night Peeps, always great show. Thank you, Michael, for coming in. Bubba say, Maddie never shuts up.
I think he's on about you, Tom.
We just say, Night lads, and shave that beard. You look like Alan fucking McAnally. Ravi says, he's a good bloke to follow. Always great for a chat and laughs and 100%.
Absolutely. Keeping it real.
Yeti, Ant and Tone. Thanks, Harry, as well. Ravi saying, big up Tony, you old cobber. Great as always with the shows and jokes. Thank you, mate. We try and keep it as well we can. Much love, chat, as Harry saying them out, and also Anthony respect Ravi saying as well. And yes,
big up to you all.
Hopefully, obviously Anthony's going to be on the show on Thursday with Lee. I shall be on the show with Budgie on Thursday, as long as he's not away and he can't do Wi-Fi unless he does it in the shop that he went to do the Wi-Fi to say that he couldn't be there. But that would have been
you can go in Tangents. Can't even get a Wi-Fi there.
They're gone, mate. That's why.
Apparently, Budgie sits on the street and goes, "Can you give me some money for some minutes so that I can actually keep doing streaming and stuff like that?" That's what I've heard, anyway. That's just what I've heard. I don't know. He's got a cup out and goes, "Can you give me some money so I can keep my broadband going?" I don't know. I'm just saying.
Works for me. Put it that way. Works for me. And on that note, people, thanks for being with us. We're going to say good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. And I hope you have a good week. And we'll see you next time. Take care for now.
Yeah.
And again, thanks for Anthony, Yeti, and Aaron jumping on the show. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. Till next time. Take care.
Keep it real, keep it.
I thought you were going to say it, but you didn't.